wanted to show 4 things. There's actually 5, I can't remember what the 5th one is. I wanted to show 4 things, share 4 things that I do for myself as a busy mom, just to kind of make myself feel a little bit better if you're having one of those days. So I'm gonna jump right into the video and go over a couple of things that help me. Hopefully they help you too. Okay, so the first thing is color. I know a lot of people are turned away from color. I have had this conversation with a lot of friends, but I also personally was really turned off by color. When you see a lipstick like this and you think, I am never putting that on my face, I don't want to look like a clown. Well, the key with these colors is you want to just dab them to add a little bit of color without basically pushing all the product onto your lips. So even though I'm wearing red and this clashes terribly, this is basically something that is a lifesaver. In the winter months here, I live in Canada, it gets very cold in the winter time. I find that color kind of drains from my face in a sense. So you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh my gosh, I have no color whatsoever on my face. Where in the summertime, you can kind of have that leftover sun-kissed glow. So to help yourself out in the winter time, I would highly recommend buying a bright color and just using it sparingly to give yourself that little bit of glow to make you feel a little bit better with your days. You'll find even that without any other makeup will give your face just this kind of fresh little appearance for the day. You can also use this for your cheeks. I don't often do that, but there you go. That helps with the glow. All right, the second thing is a chapstick, and this is not a chapstick for your lips. Like, of course it is a chapstick for your lips, but it is to be used in other areas for highlighting. So I find a lot of highlighters can look a little bit fake because they have that gold tinge to them. And when you are highlighted naturally, you're usually sweaty and dewy, and that shows up as just a translucent glow. So as a busy mom, I use this La Roche-Posay balm, and I use this to highlight my face. And this is something that you can do on the go. If you're in the car and you look at yourself and you think, need a little something, you can do this with your chapstick. So you basically put it on your highlighted spots, and I'm not a makeup artist, I don't know all of the spots, but the spots that I do on my face are the tip of my nose, the upper bridge of my nose, now looking in the camera else I'll miss, the upper cheeks, and right above your cupid's bow. Now that gives you just a very subtle, dewy glow while not using something that is very harshly pigmented, basically. So you're getting that glow, you're getting that dew without using a powder. I lost my lighting. There it is. So the third thing that I find really helpful as a busy mom, when you are holding your baby, you're always crunched over. Like, I find I hold so much tension in my neck, and you can kind of like see it in your jaw. So when someone is holding a lot of stress and tension and the muscles are really contracted, you can see that very obviously, and there's no amount of makeup or anything that's gonna fix that. So if you have 5 minutes in the morning, maybe before bed, you can use any kind of body oil. So I'm just using this Cora Organics Noni Glow Oil. And what you want to do is put a decent amount on your hands and help relax these muscles. So I've already tied my hair up for this. It's not a big messy thing. I find like you need stuff that works, so you need to be fast. And like when your baby wakes up from a nap, you gotta run. And this can be done with a very small amount of time because my baby is napping and I am gonna have to run soon. So you rub on the oil onto the areas basically right under your earlobe and down, and rub the rest on the tips of your knuckle. Just rub that through my hair, perfect. Do this a little bit with your fingers. I've never been super successful at doing both at the same time. I find when I lean over to this side, it actually helps stretch this even more so I can get into it deeper. So to kind of support your neck on this side, grab your hand and your knuckles, and just whatever feels good, going up and down, helping to relax that muscle, relax that part of your neck. And this is going to, wow, look how good the highlighter looks in this light. See, fantastic. It will help you look a lot longer, because when you have tension in your neck, you're folded in and it's not a very attractive look, and we've all been there. Maybe not, maybe some people have excellent posture. I have struggled with that as a new mom and always carrying this little 25-pound load. So it helps to naturally drop those shoulders and make you more aware of your posture and holding everything down and away from your face. I'm gonna jump right into the fourth thing because I don't want this to be a long video. These little rags, these are actually the Norwex brand, but it's basically a microfiber cloth. I live with these in the bathroom to use for basically things like this, like wiping up oil. So they suck absolutely everything, and this is not even wet. This is just a dry rag to help get all of that off your skin so you're not looking all super shiny from your neck to your collarbone. Don't need that. So last thing is an ice roller to depuffify and to just relax the face. It also does a few other things other than just depuff. And it's in the freezer. I will be right back. I keep it in this little bag in the freezer just because when you have face product in a freezer with all of your food, you want to make sure that the barrel, the part that's going to be touching your face, is clean. We know that all kinds of things can make it into the freezer. I really cannot think of what the fifth thing was. The fourth and final thing to help refresh yourself as a busy mom is to purchase an ice roller. It gives you that cold sensation. It gives you the same benefits of basically cryotherapy and ice therapy without using an ice cube that's gonna melt all over your face. So it won't melt, it won't drip, or it shouldn't. This one doesn't. Basically, when you are ice rolling, you can use this absolutely anywhere on your face. This is not like a science, you have to go in a certain pattern or anything like that. But what ice rolling is doing is helping take puffiness out of your face, but it's also helping with redness. So I get quite a bit of redness, especially when I'm pregnant. I get a lot of blood vessels that show up in my face. Now, when you're pregnant, your blood volume doubles, and all of the vasculature here in my face comes up and it shows, and like especially in my cheeks, it's like red. So what the ice will do and the ice roller will do is basically push your blood vessels down. So think of when you're really cold and your fingertips turn blue. It's because all of the blood is rushing to your core. So it's, your body is not worried about keeping your hands warm, it's worried about keeping your heart warm and beating and things like that. So when you are using ice rolling, you're doing that to a very, very small effect. You're not obviously sucking all of the temperature out of your face, but you're helping with that redness. Now, because this one is a roller, you can add a lot of pressure. So I add a lot of pressure to my little mom frown. I have this constant thing that this helps by putting the ice roller on and pushing quite hard and just helping that muscle relax while also trying to freeze it flat. I don't know if that actually does anything, but it feels very good. Hopefully these things help you as a busy mama or a young woman or an older woman or whatever areas that you just massage. Oh, I've never done this back to back. I should. Now, that is it. Hopefully these tips help you and you get the same benefit and feel good after using them and doing them. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. And until then, bye.